Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, I just wanted to share with you some old wristwatch ads that I picked up at the flea market back in Belgium from a man passionate who's been cutting these out of newspapers for decades and keeps them pristine. We start with a famous Rolex Oyster dipped in a fishbowl from 1932, 18th of June 1932. This wonderful ad takes us back quite a long time in the past, and not much has changed, but this is really the things that we've spoken a lot throughout our videos, so it's great to have an actual memento of those beginnings for Rolex, where they pushed forward the advancements in water resistance for the watches. You can see here with a little fish. And what's interesting with these old ads, you will have something that will catch your attention, you will have the branding, and then they tend to have quite a long text, which is fairly different from the modern ads. You have a whole story, and I think on TV it was the same thing. When you watch Mad Men, there was quite a long story along with it, and here they explain where you can buy them as well, the retail points, really the beginnings. And that's something from Omega, precise time for life, and a whole expose about the Omega letter. This is from 1930, 6th of December 1930, and yeah, a whole story about the meaning of the Omega letter. And you can see the different watches back then that were en vogue. Still some pocket watches as well. And now this is something beautiful from Zenith. This was 1915, if I read well, maybe 1913, just pre-war, or just during the war. There's a long sort of a poem there, a long story. Really quite beautiful. You don't even see the watch itself. Back to Rolex, this one says, next time someone tells you about his incredible water-resistant watch, tell him about your Rolex Oyster under pressure, taking the example of the Explorer, which has 100 meters of guaranteed water resistance, but it has been tested at 300 meters, nothing happened. 450 meters, still nothing. At 510, the crystal slightly curved in. 570 meters, the case back showed signs of also getting squashed. And at 600 meters, the crystal and the case back were seriously losing their shape, getting deformed. But the movement inside might have been crushed, but would not have gotten wet. Really an exciting ad, if there was ever one, for this beautiful original Rolex Explorer. Very cool. And if tomorrow you were to participate in a regatta, well, what do you guess? This is the watch you would be wearing. You would have the Submariner again. And the next one is, the last one is a bit more bizarre. If you were to fight a fire down an oil well, like the specialist, what would you be wearing? Well, what else than the president? There you go. Full gold day-date, which I thought might be a bit more risky. It could melt, but no. When oil well is on fire, you gotta call the specialist, Red Adair, and he thinks that it is time well spent. I suppose he gets paid quite well to extinguish those fires. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this was fun, and maybe in your neck of the woods you can find them in your own language. These are in French, of course. Bye bye.